Welcome to Liquid Motion. My name is Guy Chomet. Today we are going to have a look at how to control the camera underwater to achieve more stable footage and avoid muscle fatigue even when controlling the camera with only one hand. And I am going to introduce you to the Trim Assist, a device I created to refine and adjust the camera trim for every single sequence that you need to shoot. First things first, I will assume that you have a complete control over your buoyancy. If you are not there yet, you need to practice until you have this under control before you take the camera in the water. There are no substitutes for buoyancy control. You will also need to adjust your body trim so you can streamline yourself to shoot close to the ground without touching. Then you need to adjust the housing buoyancy and trim before taking the camera underwater. To do this, first mount every accessories on the housing that you are going to use. You may want to put an external monitor to have a more relaxed position slightly above the kit while having a large enough screen to pull focus properly. Then come the lights and the arm support. I made an extension to the sunshade of my monitor for a better viewing experience in the bright tropical location I usually film. While I have a Shearwater T-Rig dive computer on my wrist, I have mounted my old Shearwater Predator on the housing, so I only need to shift my eyes slightly from the monitor to get my diving info. And finally comes the Trim Assist. To adjust the buoyancy, add or remove weights from the housing. On my gauge housing, there are lots of options to place the weights, with some sliding possible to adjust the trim. The idea is to get the kit neutrally buoyant and trimmed to eye level, maybe a few grams heavy, but definitely never positively buoyant. If the housing is positively buoyant, it may tangle with the surface marker buoy deployment at the end of the dive. Then your housing is perfectly balanced and neutrally buoyant. And this is great, but what happens if you change the position of the lights or the current is hitting you from the side and your housing rolls right or left? What if you want to shoot in an upward angle? And next shot may be a downward angle? To answer this issue, I have built the Trim Assist. So what is a Trim Assist? It is basically a float that is fixed to the upper part of the housing with an articulated light arm. The Trim Assist will adjust the trim of the camera depending on its position in relation to the housing. So if I decide to have an asymmetric light placement, the housing will roll on its side. Just move the trimmer on the side of the roll to balance the housing back in its eye level position. When I place my light forward, the housing is pitching down, so move the trimmer forward to recover. And if the lights are pulled back, creating a pitch up, then pull the trimmer back to recover. Of course, if we want to shoot in a downward angle, the trimmer is allowing us to set the camera quickly into the correct position for an easy shoot. The concept is not to hold the camera as such, but to gently push it with minimal handling to reduce our body jitters to be transmitted to the kit. This is especially good when trying to stay level with a manta ray, for example, while pumping on your legs to match the manta speed without having the body jitter making their way to the camera. The trimmer also reduces muscle fatigue from holding the camera in the desired angle. So no more shaky footage that need to be stabilized in post, which is always reducing the resolution. Using a twin hose regulator has improved the camera handling, as I have no more bubble hitting the camera when using the viewfinder. That is it for today. If you like this video, please give it the thumb up, and if you want to hear more about underwater cinematography or photography, subscribe to the channel. And I guess I will see you in the next video.